So today is Friday, November 8th. This would have been day 129, but I've been off of the product for a week because of surgery. And so right at 215. So 215 minus a pound for the double insulated bathing suit and the phone that weigh a pound. So 214 has me up a couple of pounds. 3 or 4 pounds, but I had surgery on Wednesday. I've been on heavy duty pain medication. I stopped taking this product a week ago, and I'm 3 pounds up from where I was when I stopped taking the product on Friday last week. And I'm not back on the product yet. I'll probably start on Monday, but I felt like doing a video. So, is the product called pHix, pHix, front of the box, fix your drink 30 snaps, back of the box, and directions, supplemental facts, and a typo. So the directions are to fold, snap, and squeeze one pHix snap into your favorite drink and enjoy up to 9.5 hours of potential fat burning thermogenic response. The main ingredient, the one ingredient, is hops flower extract. And it was a typo, so we crossed that out. And the only other ingredient's purified water. Now, when they say the directions fold and snap, they're talking about the snaps, and you hold the white side towards a glass of any liquid, water, tea, juice, coffee, soda, milk, or alcohol, beer, wine, whiskey, vodka, gin, doesn't matter, and temperature doesn't matter. Hot or cold coffee, hot tea, cold tea, doesn't matter. You would hold the product white side towards the glass, give it a fold in half, give it a good squeeze, just like in the pictures, and get all the product out of the snap and into the liquid that you're going to drink. Alternatively, we have tincture bottles now, so you could just put 1 dropper full, which is about the equivalent. Now there's 25 doses in a bottle. There's 30 snaps in a box. So when you order the bottle, you also get what they call a pHix pack, which has 6 of the snaps in this cardboard fold-up. And so personally, I like the bottles because there's less of these plastic things for the recycle bin. And hopefully they go to the recycle bin and get recycled, but they might end up in a landfill. I don't know that much about recycling other than I do it, and hopefully it goes to the right place. So personally, I prefer the bottle for that reason, because the world has enough plastic as it is. So anyway, the product, what it's doing is you ingest it in any liquid, and it turns on receptors in your intestine, which activate brown fat. Brown fat turns on thermogenesis, which is the burning of deep visceral fat, which everybody has. So whether you're heavy or thin, you have visceral fat. Comes along with the game of being human. So everybody has visceral fat, and visceral fat, having too much of it, can lead to, let's call it, negative medical outcomes. You can search on the internet the dangers of too much visceral fat. And visceral fat is the deep stuff that surrounds your organs, your heart and your lungs, and in your behind your intestine, around your intestines and all your other organs. It's the deep stuff. So it comes out of your body when you burn it off with thermogenesis. The only other way science knows to create thermogenesis is 2 other ways. One, taking large amounts of cayenne pepper, which could burn out your taste buds and give you a little bit of throat burn on the way to the stomach. So most people probably not going to do that. The other way is a cold plunge, also known as an ice bath. And personally, I'm not into getting into a bathtub full of ice. If you are, God bless you, go for it. If you're not, and most people aren't, then this is the holy grail of fat burning pHix, because all you have to do is drink it in any liquid, and once it gets in you, it starts thermogenesis. So this product, to give you some background, it was discovered in 1953, the matured hops extract. And there's a couple of different parts of it, but I'm not a scientist, so I don't even bother with that. We have some of that on the website, onethinu.com, and you can check that out and listen to the doctors there. Anyway, it was discovered in 1953, but the problem was the cost. The process of extracting it cost about $1 million a gallon. So it was commercially, financially unavailable, and nobody could afford it at that kind of a price. A couple of decades later, a Japanese firm tried to do it. They managed to extract it for $500,000 a gallon. Still way out of touch financially. And the company we're working with, they were tasked to find a weight loss drug about a decade ago, and it took them 5 or 6 years, but they figured it out. They got this product, they did the research, they found this research on the shelf, they recreated it, they tried for years, and then they finally built a very expensive machine, and it worked. So now we can get this product for pennies on the dollar, comparatively to what it used to cost. So now it's a commercially viable fat burning product. And I say fat burning because it's not weight loss per se, because you can actually put on weight but get smaller in size. Because fat is light and fluffy and takes up a lot of room, whereas muscle is hard and dense and heavy. So if your ratio of fat to muscle changes, or you're exercising, then you could put on weight and lose size. And so personally, I'm down. I was at a total of 34 pounds down in 4 months. But again, I've been off of the product for a week because of surgery, and it's been proved well. This is unusual because, again, I don't know if I'm at my day 129 or I'm not, because I haven't taken it in a week. So my wife and I discussed it, and I asked somebody else, and the consensus is I have to stop counting the days that I'm on it when I'm not on it. And that makes sense. So I'm not on it for a week. I put 3 pounds back on, but that's also unusual because I had surgery 2 days ago, and I'm on heavy duty pain medication yesterday and today, and it still hurts. And I was told not to go back on the product until Monday, just to be on the safe side, which I'm gonna do because I don't want to take any chances of having to do the surgery over again. This time actually was a redo from the last time I did surgery or had it done, and it failed. So I'm not taking any chances this time. And so if I put on another pound or two, so what? You know what? I'm not concerned, because after 4 months of taking the product every day, I managed to lose 34 pounds without any exercise. And I've told people this before too, and you can check all my videos beforehand. In my teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, I worked out at the gym all the time. I was very active in a lot of sports. But now in my mid 60s, with all the injuries that I've had over the years, I don't exercise. Nothing like what I used to do. So any definition I see in my shoulders, my arms, my back, my legs, is because I'm burning the fat off, not because I'm going to the gym. I don't go to a gym anymore. And I don't ski anymore, and I don't kayak anymore, and I don't swim, and I don't do triathlons, and I don't do anything close to what I used to do when I was a younger man. So now that I'm in my mid-60s, getting out of bed and walking across the room or getting upstairs in the house, sometimes that's a workout. It sounds ridiculous, but with age comes other challenges, let's call it. So with that, I am not a doctor. I do not diagnose, treat, prevent, or cure anything, and neither does this product, and we make no claims. And if you have any concern, check with your medical doctor. Only your medical doctor can give you medical advice. We don't. But that said, the doctors we do work with say you need to be on this product at least 3 to 6 months minimum in order to allow the product to have the optimal effect in your body. And I've proved that to be true. I was on it for 4 months, and most of the weight came off towards the end of that time, not in the beginning. And so, and I plan on going right back onto it on Monday, another, Friday. So another 3 days before I go back onto it. And I'll have to make up some lost ground, but that's okay, because the surgery happened, life gets in the way, so what? And my diet has changed completely. I was on more of a high protein diet up until a couple of days ago. Now I'm on mush. They want me eating cold oatmeal and non-dairy yogurt, and pretty much anything I want to eat has to go in a blender. So it's not the best diet. It's high in carbs, low in protein. It's a lot of processed food because putting steak in the blender, putting eggs in a blender, doesn't sound appealing. And it isn't. So I'm eating a lot more carb because bread is soft. So I'm having sourdough bread, at least organic sourdough, because forget about the other stuff. So having all that carb, I'm putting a lot more. I put a couple of 3 pounds on since last Friday, 1 week. Anyway, there's a lot more information at the website, onethinyou.com, the number 1, THINYOU.com, and it's also linked in the description. The other thing that I have noticed that stayed so far is the inflammation in my legs. I had some edema in my lower legs. It's gone. I used to be able to press my thumb into my shin, and there was an indentation there, for 10 or 15 minutes. Now it's just skin on bone like it used to be when I was younger. The inflammation is gone. So that's a side benefit. Unlike all those injectables, this does not have any side effects. Some of those injectables that got popular in the last few years, it was made for diabetes. But if you didn't have diabetes and you took it just for the weight loss, it became all the Hollywood rage for everybody wanting to lose weight. It has some really horrible side effects. You could look that up on the internet and do your own research. You don't want to know about some of those side effects. They're far worse than having a couple extra pounds. But there's a lot of people with a lot of extra pounds because according to the CDC, 70% of the US is either overweight or obese. And that's holding true for the rest of the world. It's a lot of people. 70% of the population is either overweight or obese and wants to lose weight. The people who said or coined the phrase, you can never be too rich or too thin, that's true. I know it personally. I was pushing 250 pounds and did all the different diets, OMAD and keto and paleo and intermittent fasting and juice fasts and juice cleanse and teas and products of all kinds from all different companies. And I still gained weight. So none of that stuff really worked long term. Now, a lot of it's good idea. Should you eat organic and clean? Yeah, absolutely. If you can and you can afford it, do it. Should you exercise? Yeah. Can you? Well, I can't. Too many broken bones. In fact, even this week, my oral surgeon said, do not exercise. They want me on the couch for at least 2 or 3 more days and hardly moving at all. So sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, sometimes you don't want to. With this product, you don't have to, but you still should. Why? You get one body. You want it to last as long as possible. You should exercise or do something active at least. Move your body, go for a walk, stretch, because you'll feel better. Eat healthy. Don't eat all the processed crap from the center aisles at the grocery store. You know, the old adage is to shop from the external, the outside aisles at the grocery store are usually where the produce and the meat and the real stuff is. Everything on the inside aisles that come in a can or a bottle or a box, if they have ingredients and you can't pronounce that, that's not food. Don't put that in your body. That's processed chemical you don't want to know. But you really shouldn't be eating that stuff. So anyway, I'll get off of that soapbox. I always try to get this view in, the love handle crease spare tire that nobody loves. And so it's my goal to get rid of that. And I'll get back on the path in a day or two. And That's one of my goals, is to get rid of that crease. But that belly fat, that's the first to come on and the last to leave. So I don't expect to see that gone for probably another couple of months. That's all right, because I plan on being around for a couple of months more, at least, hopefully many years. Again, I'm only in my mid-60s. Who knows, with this product, I might make it way later than I thought I ever could. Because there are other benefits that come along with better digestion, better rest, better mood. There's all kinds of things being reported, but it's really the fat burning that we're after. And with that, when you do burn off all the fat, your joints work better, you have less weight to carry around. So there's all kinds of good things from losing the fat. Again, check out the website, onethinu.com, and try the product. If you want to make more money, we have a side gig. We're open in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, Africa, UK, and we're working on a lot of countries in Europe right now. It's up to their three-letter agencies to give us the green light. But we have, from the previous business that's been around for 2.5 years, it's not a brand new company. It's been around. So we have distribution in 22 different countries, all those I mentioned and more in Europe. So you can join from just about anywhere on earth and build a team. And again, with 70% of the US and most of the world overweight, there's plenty of people looking to lose the weight, and we have a product that works. 0 side effects, 0. They have clinical trials. It was discovered 71 years ago. They didn't have it commercially available because of the price, but they had enough to do clinical trials, and the clinical trials proved that you can take this from any age, infant to senior, and everybody in between, and it's 100% perfectly safe. There's no side effect of any kind. All natural, plant extract, been in the plant for as long as plants have been on Earth. So anyhow, onethinu.com, and try the product, join the opportunity. And one other little note, if you're going to be on the product for 3 to 6 months, within 3 months, you cover the affiliate fee. So you might as well join as an affiliate and get the product at wholesale. And then you can refer others and make an extra buck. You can refer a lot and make a lot of money if you so choose or have a good following. And if you want to learn internet marketing, on that site, onethinu.com, at the bottom of the second page, you'll find my email and phone number. Get in touch. I've been doing marketing for 3.5 decades. I can give you all kinds of help and assistance along the way, and show you how to get people. If you don't want to go to friends and family, that's fine. There's plenty of people around the world, and I can show you where to advertise, how to do it, and that whole system is another opportunity that you can also get for free. So again, check that out. I'm probably not going to lose much weight in the next couple of days. I might put more on, but that's okay. Again, like I said, I lost 34 pounds in 4 months. I'll get back on this on Monday, and I'll start losing all over again. And I'm not going way back to where I was, but anyway, I'm very confident I'll be at under my goal weight of 200 before the end of the year, and probably before that. And then my next goal weight is 185, which was the best shape I ever was in about 15 or 16 years ago. And even without the workout or the downhill skiing or kayaking or whatever other sports there are, and there's been plenty, I'm still confident I can get down there with this product. So thank you for your time. I'll be back tomorrow. Pain or no pain, gain or no gain, loss or no loss. I'm just going to get back into doing the videos because that's what I do. All right, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.